And we're live. Hey, my sweet friends. Whew, it's been a week. It has been. It's been a weekend. But we've made it. It is hump day. And we're that much closer to the weekend again. And I want to welcome you guys back to the channel. Welcome to our midweek live. What's the name of it? Oh, good Lord. Midweek chat and check-in. I typed that a million times. I don't know why I have to forget that. Anyway, welcome back on this channel. We are all about loving and supporting each other through our loved ones' addictions, no matter what those may be. And I would like to say thank you all for coming on and spending a little bit of your Wednesday evening with me. I know I've kind of been hit or miss here lately, and I want to apologize. And I'm going to be very upfront with you guys, okay? I am extremely emotional today for whatever reason. There are reasons, and I will touch on some of those here in a little bit, but I am extremely emotional today, as you could tell by the title of the video. And you may hear Paps. He is up on the roof doing some work. We had some damage, so he is up on the roof doing some work. Aiden's not here. He is with Kelly right now, and I'm getting a break and having a chat with my good friends. So let's see here. I know I saw Randall and Ashley and Jesse and Kathy and Shannon and Brenda. Oh, yeah, Ashley, no kidding. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Shannon. Hi, Miss Kathy. So, as y'all know, I've been sick. I was sick the last time we were together on a live chat, which I think was last Wednesday. I think I missed Sunday, right? Y'all, my days are all, it's a cluster, okay? So I saw that, and congratulations on that new grandbaby, Ashley. I saw that. Are you doing okay, darling? Things have just kind of been a cluster, okay? So I've been working on these videos, and I had already recorded a few meals, okay? So I had to decide whether I was going to do voiceovers on those and try to type everything in, or whether I was going to add in, whatever was going on that day, kind of record, kind of like a diary, or I'm not even going to say the J word, because kind of like a diary, a vlog, if you will, okay? And so I've kind of been doing that. I want to put this out there, okay? And I have touched on, just minutely touched on, what has happened in my relationship with Paps in the past, and how Joseph's addiction negatively impacted us, okay? What I didn't talk about was if there's already issues there, if there's already been things go on between you and your significant other, and you get thrown into the addiction arena, and you're just fighting. You're just fighting to survive. Okay? And not only does addiction have a hold of your child, but addiction wants a hold of you too. Okay? Not to where you're using or anything like that. Hey, Louise. But to the point to where addiction's a liar. Okay? It's a bold-faced liar. And it wants control over the whole, as we say it here at my house, the whole family. Okay? It wants control over everything. It wants control over, the addict. It wants control over the parents. It wants control over the siblings. It looks to destroy every aspect of that addict's family and loved ones. Okay? Hi, Violet's mom. And if there were any prior issues in your relationship and addiction comes busting through your door, it doesn't sit there and just do nothing. It's like it lies, okay? And it has you thinking, especially if you can't, oh God, I'm screwing this all up, y'all. If you and your significant other are not on the same page about your addicted child, okay? Addiction will put the idea back in your mind. Love you, Miss Charlotte. It'll put that idea back in your mind, and it'll rehash old hurts over and over and over again. And it gets you to the point to where you don't want to be on the same page with your significant other. You don't even want to be in the same book as your significant other. Okay? I got there. I got there years ago. Okay? And y'all let my guard down. You know what I'm healing from. Y'all know what I'm going through. Okay? The trauma, all that. I don't even want to rehash all that. But I let my guard down during my healing process, okay? I'm trying to show myself grace. I'm trying to be soft. I am not a soft person. I am a very outspoken, blunt, loud person. If you can't tell that already, there you go. I am not a soft person. I am one of those that go, 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 hit the wall, jump up. But I've been doing therapy and things like that. And so I opened up. And guess what? That old SOB called addiction jumped right back in there. Joseph ain't even here. Joseph's in jail. Okay? Joseph ain't even here. But it's like the ghost of addiction is haunting my house. Okay? That demon is still here. Because it got back in my head. And it's done some damage. Okay? It's done some damage. And caused some issues. Stirred up some old thoughts and feelings and things that were better left unsaid, better left unhashed. Okay? It brought them back up to the forefront. Things that, you know, we didn't hash them out. We just kind of said, okay, we're not in a place right now to deal with this. Let's put this off to the side and let's deal with what's right here in our faces, and we'll come back to this. Okay? That probably wasn't the best thing to do. But again, we make decisions based on what choices we have in that moment, in that mind frame. Okay? And it didn't take a whole lot for that to grab hold of me. Destroying a relationship or hurting a relationship, and what role addiction plays in it. Again, Joseph's not here. He's in jail. Safest, best place for him to be, right? So I'm not even having to deal with the nightmare of his addiction firsthand right now. You know? I wish we had our Zoom call set up to where that I could go more in depth on this and tell you guys, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to put it here. You understand? I would rather be in a control setting where all the Trotts and Richards they don't have access to that. And I hope you understand that. There's a lot more to this. I'm just trying to maintain some privacy. But if we were in a control setting, then I could open up a whole lot more, because this is part of it. This is part of living life with addiction, and this is one of the ugly parts, and this is one of those things that it doesn't matter how long you've been married. It doesn't matter how long of a relationship you've had. You know, we've been married for let's see, oh good Lord, 32 years. And, you know, by this point in our marriage, we should not be back here. Okay? So, yeah. Addiction is a dirty, dirty, dirty liar. And it does not play fair. And just when you think that you're good to go, it'll slap you right in the face And I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I am done. I told my therapist today, actually, that however long Joseph's in for, and again, we don't know, okay? Won't know till October. We've still got over a month before we find out anything. I'm taking the time that I don't have to focus. Uh, Let me rephrase that, okay? Let me rephrase that. While he's away, he's safe, and his addiction is not right here, okay? Okay? And I don't have to worry every freaking night about whether or not he's okay. Is today the day that I get the phone call? But while he's in there, I'm going to focus on healing myself through all the years of trauma that his addiction has put me through. I am taking however many years it is, however many months or whatever, and I am going to focus on healing Missy. Which, by the way, it was the cutest thing. I have to tell this real quick. I know, squirrel moment. I was spending a little bit of time with one of my granddaughters today, and she's getting ready to turn 5. And we were playing baby dolls, and she was naming the baby doll that I had, and she said, I think you should name it Annabelle. And I'm like, I watch scary movies, okay? Annabelle's not a good name. And I said, no, how about Missy? And she said, Nanny, I don't know anybody named Missy. And I said, yes, you do. No, I don't. I don't know anybody named Missy. And I said, that's Nanny's name. That's Nanny's real name. And she said, no, it's not. It was the cutest thing. Okay. They know Nanny. That's all they know. And that's fine with me. That is fine with me. But it was just cute. The look on her face. Anyway. Okay. Back to the real stuff here. Oh, Karen, I totally feel that. I do. I do. I totally feel that. This is the first time this has happened to me. I'm reading Randall. I know your real name, okay? I'm reading his comment. That things come back and rear their ugly heads. This is the first time this has happened to me. And I'm not a fan, okay? I'm not. I'm a very secure, independent, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but toot, okay? I'm a very strong-willed, stubborn woman. I couldn't think of what else I was going to say. Okay. It's one of them days. I don't ask anybody for anything, and I don't expect anything from anybody. I do expect to be respected, whether it be my husband, my kids, my friends, my siblings, which my subscribers, whatever, you know, it's just one of them things. But y'all, it had me so effed up in the head all weekend long. It was like I was standing in the middle of a room screaming for help. Okay? I was not literally, but I was standing in the middle of the room screaming for help and nobody could hear me. And everybody was walking in and out of the room and nobody was paying attention to me. No, they could see the look on my face, okay? But nobody was paying attention to the fact that I needed help. I needed to be checked on. I needed the extra love and support. And nobody saw that. Nobody. And that's what I felt like. I felt, even though I had people around me all weekend long, I felt so alone. And I figured out Monday, I guess it was. I figured out that that's the addiction, putting that back in my head, dredging up all these old feelings, all these old problems, all these old issues, all these old hurts. It has been sitting and waiting in the freaking wings this whole time. And this is my opinion. It's been sitting and waiting in the wings this whole time for me to get to a point where it can be like, girl, you just thought I was gone. You just thought it was over. I'm still here. I'm still here. I don't know that I'm not somebody that hates anybody or anything, okay? I heavily dislike some things and some people, okay? You're not going to like everybody you meet. Everybody you meet's not going to like you. But I'm not the kind of person that hates anybody. I mean, I would not wish this life on my worst enemy. Okay? I wouldn't. But I freaking hate addiction. I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I freaking hate addiction. I hate what it's done to my son. I hate what it's done to me, what it's done to my husband, what it's done to us as a couple. I hate what it's done to my grandson. Thank you, Kelsey, and congratulations on 6 years. You keep that up. You hear me? I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. That is awesome. That is just freaking awesome. It's done to my other kids. I hate what it's done to my relationships with others. You know, you're fine, darling. You're fine. I hate that at 55 years old, I feel like I'm in my 80s. Okay? I still have a lot of years, knock on wood, and my body and my spirit is so tired. So tired. My spirit is beyond tired. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. Hi, love. Love you, sweet friend. I just kind of laid around Sunday. Didn't do a whole lot. Just kind of laid around thinking, which probably is not a good thing sometimes. And just trying to get my mind to settle. Just, if you have never been through this, then, this might be, you might sit there and think, she's lost her mind. She has lost her ever loving mind. No, I haven't yet. I did not see this coming. And I told Paps, okay? I'm fixing to explode. I'm fixing to explode. And when I do, I don't know who all I'm going to take out with me. And that was my attitude for pretty much the weekend. I know for a fact that I didn't need to be around anybody. And I sure as the Dickens did not need to be on here with y'all on Sunday. I was not good. Okay? And I hate this word. Y'all even know the word. You probably know the word I'm fixing to say. That I hate this word. Okay? I was toxic. And I know that. Completely toxic. And not okay to be around. Not okay. So, yeah. I missed you guys Sunday. But there was just no way on God's green earth that I was going to expose y'all to any of that. There's enough toxicity out in this world, okay? I don't need to spread mine out there. Not worth it. Not worth it. That's another reason why I want to get the it's kind of like a Patreon, okay? A little bit. where, you guys have direct access to me. You guys can talk to me. We can do one-on-one. We can do a group. We can do whatever. And if one of us needs the others, okay, then all we have to do, we could have a message group where, we could put the word out, hey, this is happening and I need y'all. We're getting it set up, Woozy. I am trying my best, but my mind is not working. I need somebody to be my personal assistant, okay? Work for free, be my personal assistant, and get all this took care of. All the ideas that are in my head, just get them going, get them flowing, and golly bun, you know. Um, I don't know. Tammy, I may take you up on that, darling. I am not even playing. My little dog is in the other room just having a fit. I need to get him on video doing his little thing. And is a Facebook group something you guys would be interested in? I don't care a bit in the world to start a Facebook group, and I can put the link to it in the community post or the post or whatever they call it now, and you guys can join from there. Is that something y'all would be interested in? I mean, that's another place that we can talk and stuff. Again, there are a lot of things, okay, that I'm not going to put here. Okay. So, there's that. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, darling. I think it would be. I know. It's like I told my son today. I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to be a bother. Oh, I'll have to approve. I will have to approve, okay, because the trots ain't getting in. So if you click the link, you will submit your request to join the Facebook group, and I will approve you. You may have to send me a message and be like, hey, dipwad, it's me, okay, because name differences for one. I don't want to be a bother. I know. It's like when I was doing those, oh Lord, journaling vlogs, whatever, vlogs. That just don't sound right, does it? I mean, I felt like an absolute ass for doing those because it's like, people's going to get tired of hearing this on a daily basis. You know, how many days can you honestly talk about this in a row? They're going to get tired of hearing it. I was still going through it, but, that's the way my mind works. Lovely, ain't it? Uh, Cheryl, I'm not going to quit here, darling. So I will still be here, but we are just kind of looking for a way to continue to build the community and to be there for each other when we need. So, Woozy, cut that out. If I get on here and do a video, do you hear my accent? I sound like cornbread. Okay. I don't care how I look. Don't like the way I look? Shut your eyes. I wish you did too, Cheryl. I wish you did too. That didn't sound good out there. Okay, love. Go check on him. I probably need to. Nah, if he was hurt, he would be screaming. He's fine. It's fine. He's fine. If you're prepared, okay, the only reason I'm telling you guys anything about what's going on inside of my marriage, okay, is because if you're prepared, if I can help one couple save theirs, okay, I can let somebody that's new to this know that, hey, this can happen. More than likely, it's going to happen, okay? And they're more prepared for it than I was because, y'all, I didn't have a clue. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have a clue. I didn't have the knowledge that I have now, the experience or anything like that. Okay, let me back up, okay? When dealing with addiction, okay, it's not just the addict that has issues. Addiction will catch you and your significant other off guard, and it will, if you're not on the same page as far as how to handle your child's addiction, it will make it to where any problems that you had pre-addiction or any little teeny tiny thing that pops up during the addiction, it'll amplify it 1,000 times. And it'll make it to where not only are you not on the same page with your significant other, but you're not even in the same book. And it will get to the point where you don't want to be in the same book with your significant other. And we've dealt with that. We have dealt with that a couple of times, actually. And this past weekend, we dealt with it again. And we are, sure, I'll be honest with you, I'm here putting it out here, okay? We are working towards better. You didn't donate no $400. Get, either do it for real or get off my channel, okay? Go on. You just want somebody to pay attention to you. Anyway, we are working. I think all this took Paps off guard as much as it did me. And he wasn't, because like I said, we knew that these problems were out there, that these issues were out there. And instead of dealing with them head on when they first hit years ago, we just kind of set them to the side and dealt with what was, right here, knocking us backwards every time we tried to take a step forward. And we just set those issues to the side, never went back to them. And this weekend, there was no other choice but to go back to them. And yeah. Yeah. So, no, Tennessee does not have state income tax. Thank you, Lord. We do have sales tax on food, which I think is ridiculous. But no state income tax. It's wonderful. Hi, Jen. So anyway, that's where I was at Sunday. And I hope you guys can understand. It's not that I don't love and trust my little community here. It's not that I don't consider you as friends or anything like that. It's just, I wasn't good for anybody. I wasn't. So, anyway. Oh, my goodness. Seems like there's a lot of people that either are there or have been there. Y'all, this freaking sucks. I'm going to have to get some sage and sage my house. Okay? To try to get this demon out of my house. It's overwhelming. Yep. Me too. Me too, Jen. Me too. And just like that, nobody cares about P. Diddy and Epstein, okay? Normally I do. Normally I have some here, and I mean, I'm not ashamed to tell you I sage my house. I ain't afraid to tell you. Okay? I full on, oh, Cheryl. No. I full on believe, And normally I have some here, but I gave my last stick to somebody. I don't even remember who now, but yeah. So I don't have any here. I've got to get some. You may be right, Cheryl. You may be right. There may not be enough. One more person calls me grandma. Can't with y'all. Wait a minute. What? Why? This one threatened to put you out the country? Is that your problem? Oh. Oh, Grandma this, you turd. Thank you. Oh, my Lord. That was a bunch of them right there together, wasn't it? Good job, dude. Good job. You just boom, boom, boom. That was awesome. 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 So the new videos, knock on wood, they start tomorrow. Okay? So I'm going to do, as of right now, I'm going to have videos Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you will get to see me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay? And then that way, that'll give me a few days to record. It'll give me some time to edit because y'all, we started school back. Okay? Aiden is back in school. And it's busy here. It's very busy here. So, yeah. But that'll give me some time. And plus, I try to take one day a week and just take that day off. Not do anything. Okay? Does it always happen? No, it does not. What? I did not know that, Patty. That is awesome. Well, here's the deal, okay? I make quilts for all of my grandkids, okay? Roll Tide, Rooster. Now, you know we are Go Vols fans around here, okay? I cannot say I can't say it. I can't make myself say it. It's not natural. It doesn't roll off the tongue like Go Big Orange. Okay. Anyway. I did not know that. I need some of that. But anyway, I make all of my baby grands a quilt, okay? And most of the time I hand embroider, and then I have some that would prefer a fabric quilt, just a plain fabric quilt, one where I cut out the pieces, sew them together, quilt it, all that. I'm 4 behind, okay? I'm 4 quilts behind. I mean, we do. Hey, it's our year this year. Don't we say that every year, Rooster? It's our year this year, okay? Anyway, y'all know I've got that new baby grand coming in January. And so that's the 4th one. That's what's got me 4 behind. And my little granddaughter that I was with today, she's not letting me forget this, okay? She's not. Her older brother, who is 7, I made him a quilt. He was the last one that I got to. So they fight over his quilt. And when she found out that Nanny made him that quilt, it was on. Okay? So now her and her little brother, they're on Nanny's tail to get their quilts made. And so that's got to happen. I have got to take the time to make my 4 babies a quilt between now and the end of the year. I am working on one She wanted a hand embroidered one. So I'm a little over halfway done with that one. Um, it won't take me much longer to get it finished and get it put together, and you know. The other two, they want patchwork quilts. So, yeah. And I had to promise my granddaughter today that we would go out to dinner one night, and then we'll go to the Hobby Lobby. We call it the Hob. Okay. We'd go to the Hob, and she could pick out the fabric that she wants her quilt to be made out of. So, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I had some vintage strawberry shortcake material. I can only find a little piece of that now, and it's probably maybe 3/4 of a yard, maybe a yard. Not enough for a quilt. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Thank you, Miss Patty. Thank you. Baby grands are just the greatest thing ever. Okay, you can love them and spoil them and then send their butts back to mama and daddy. It's great. It's great. I love being a nanny. I do. That is one of my greatest accomplishments. Oh, really? Oh, congratulations. Ain't they just the greatest? Had I known how much fun they were going to be, I'd have had them first. Okay? I would have. But Aiden's been gone all day. I've got a good little break. Oh, I love it. I love it. Little girls are just, they're something else. My granddaughters, they are full of sass. Okay? They are little spitfires. And I am all about that. I am. They come by it honestly. What was I going to say? I don't even know. I have forgotten. Okay? Oh, I bet. I bet. That's why I was late getting on here tonight. I was talking to 3 of mine, and they were showing me their secret hideout that they have come across. And the little one, he's getting ready to turn 3. And that boy, I swear, he's got me right here. He was walking around with the phone. We were on video chat. He was walking around with the phone. Nanny, Nanny, look. Nanny, look. He had his little shoes on the wrong feet and all that. That little boy has got me wrapped. I'll tell you, all of them do. All of them do. There's just something. I'm not picking favorites. I could never, and y'all know, okay? But there's something about him. He just migrates to Nanny, okay? He is Nanny's boy. And I am all about that. I am. I know that you just don't think you'll feel that unconditional love again until them grandbabies start coming along, and you're like, yep, there it is. This is great. And we thought we were done. We thought 7, we're done. And I think my kids thought that too. And then, oopsie, number 8, be here soon. And Mama's doing so good. She's so pretty. I love to see the glow on her face when she's pregnant. I mean, she's just so cute. It's so cute. So cute. I love when they call and talk to Nanny and they want to be involved with Nanny. That makes my heart happy, you know? It just does. So anyway, there's a lot going on this week. I have got some Paps is back in the house. I've got some Canon stuff to get done, lots of projects. I've got a lot of empty jars here on my shelves. Y'all, I do not want to start the fall and winter out with empty jars. Okay? So we're going to fill them back up and get that taken care of. Yeah, so. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at that comment. Oh my God. Yeah. Gotta teach them to be self-sustainable, to be strong, independent, love themselves. You know, the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's the code that we live by. That's how our kids were raised, and that's the way, you know. You want to water bath a couple quarts of green beans. You have to pressure can green beans. If you water bath, it's going to be about 3 hours in the water bath. Unfortunately, yeah. Thank you. I'm so glad you were able to catch a live too. Thank you. Lucy, I'm telling you ought to get you one of these little electric pressure canners. It's just a little over $100. And it's perfect for these small batches and stuff. I love mine. I love mine. I even went and got me a bigger one. So now I can do double the pleasure. Oh, no. No, I did not say that. Pressure. Pressure. Okay? Pressure. No, not an Instant Pot. No. Those do not, they don't can. You need either a Carey, Carey, a Nesco, Nesco, or a Presto. I have the Carey, which is a smaller one, and I have the Presto, which is. The only thing is that you cannot water bath quarts in any of them. They're not big enough to water bath quarts in. So, but you can pressure can quarts in both. The Presto does not. I think the Carey canner does. I think it does. They're both very easy to use, and you just pretty much set them and forget them. You know, just go and do whatever you got to do. You don't have to sit there. You don't have to sit there and watch the pressure. You know, it regulates itself, and I love mine. That's one reason why I use them. I'm running out of freezer room, so I am. I'm running out of freezer room. Got some chicken footage for you guys so you guys can start acclimating yourselves to the ladies. So we got some good chicken footage. Got a little bit of fall garden footage. Got a lot of food footage. Got a good, got a big Azure Standard haul. I got my Azure Standard order. When did I get it? Today's Wednesday. Got it yesterday. Yeah. $70. Well, yeah. Squash bugs eat all my squash and zucchini, every bit of it. I got maybe 2 little yellow squash and maybe 3 or 4 zucchini. Not enough to even count, okay? And darn squash bugs got up there and just ate the snot out of them. Took them down to nothing. Killed the plant. I have some more in my pools for the fall garden. I have discovered that I love Hey Lorraine, I have discovered that I love delicata squash. If you've never had it, find you a delicata squash and roast it. You'll thank me later. I promise you. If you like butternut or any of those sweet winter squashes, delicata will be your absolute favorite from here on out, and that's what you'll want to grow. I promise you. I just happened to see them at the Mennonite store several months ago, and I picked. They're small, so I picked up 3 or 4 of them, enough where we could, get a good try out of them. And I finally roasted them up, y'all. I don't know where these have been my whole life, but they're my new favorite. So I've got me some more from the Mennonite store, and I've got some growing, hopefully, out there in the fall garden, if the bugs don't find them. So there you go, Patty. There you go. Heck yeah. It's in the description box, babe. My address is in the description box of all the videos. Oh, Gretchen, that's great. Do you raise me? No. I have, we have chickens for eggs. We have barn cats to keep the mice away. And we have little Yorkie poos that are spoiled rotten little divas, okay? And then Joseph and Kelly has a Shih Tzu, and her name is Squirmy, and it fits her, okay? So I did not plant any sage this year. I did not. We were sick at the beginning of garden season, and I didn't get to plant any of my herbs or anything like that. We did good to get out what we got out, and then the sickness just got worse and worse, and our garden went to pot. So oh. I know, Gretchen. I know. You're awesome. You are awesome. I'm so glad you made it. Well, hey, you did. There's a lot of people being able to jump on tonight. Yay. That's awesome. Pippadot. I love that name. Y'all have picked some really good channel names, okay? And I love them. I love them. Really? I did not know that either, Patty. All this time gardening, and I did not know that about sage. I'm going to have to buy sage this year because we use the fresh sage at, the holidays and stuff. And, yeah. You're very welcome. You are very welcome, Pippa. Is it okay if I call you Pippa? Is it? You're psycho. You fit in. You fit in perfect. Okay, sister. Give you a hug. Love herbs so much. I do too. I do too. I love growing my herbs. I use that I dehydrated last year in my homemade spaghetti sauce that I've got canned up. Some more back here. Y'all would be proud of me. I went through and cleaned up everything, got everything organized, made room for everything. The holler is a godless place where Satan lives. Are you for real? Anyway, so yeah, you see different things here on my shelves now, okay? That box of oatmeal that sat there for so long, it's not there anymore, okay? It's just not. I'm actually using it because I make a lot of different things, okay? So yeah, you get to see new things here now, okay? You do. It's not just that. And my shelves are full. I do have a bag sitting here that I will be taking to the blessing box and blessing somebody else that might need this stuff. It's a lot of pasta. Okay? A lot of pasta. Stuff that I caught on clearance. Hang on a minute. I'll show you. Manicotti. There it is. I paid $1.16. So, yeah, I can't have this right now. So, it's going to the blessing box. Somebody else can eat it. I got a pasta maker for Christmas. Pap's got me a pasta maker for Christmas. So I'm going to be making homemade pasta. Okay? I'm going to be fancy. I'm going to be fancy schmancy. And I'm going to take them some Harvest Apple coffee pods. $2.47. Okay. Yes, please send me a manicotti recipe because I'm going to try a sourdough manicotti. I'm going to try it. I can eat sourdough pasta. So, oregano, we'll put garlic in this time. Ooh, I bet. I'm still waiting on the rest of my stuff to get here to start my tinctures and salves and all that stuff. And y'all, I promise, I'm going to record all of that, okay? Whether you want to see all of it or not, there may be one particular thing you're waiting for. I don't know. But I'm going to record all of it. And y'all can see what all I do make and what all we have here and all that. I'm having to buy everything because I didn't get anything planted. Just didn't. You don't cook? I'd cook for you. Come on. Come on. I'll cook. I love to cook. And I like to cook big. I'm used to cooking for a big old family, and it's hard to go down from cooking for, a big family to two or three, you know. Ooh, yes. That sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. Yes, please. Sounds so good. The other night I made, and I think I recorded this. Y'all will see it on the video, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway, okay? Because I can't wait. I made a cheeseburger and fry protein bowl. And it consisted of a layer of potatoes. Yes, I can have white potatoes again. No, I rarely eat them, but that night I did. Okay? Bottom layer is potatoes, roasted cabbage. If you've never had roasted cabbage, I highly recommend that. I roasted all that with, I want to say, potato slayer seasoning. And then I cooked a pound of ground beef, crumbled it up with the blend, Kinder's the blend. It's salt, pepper, garlic. And then I covered that in cheese. Okay? And sprinkled a little nutritional yeast on there. Mm-hmm. Beans, oh, I know. Me too. Me too. Oh, I love, 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 love. That's what we've been eating all summer, is fresh veggies every day. I do a protein of some kind, but we do fresh veggies. Tonight, I grilled some chicken and put some, what was the, G. Hughes. Okay, if you have never tried a G. Hughes product, they're all sugar free to my knowledge. And I got a sugar free dry rub. I think it's called barbecue rub or something like that from him. And I put that on the chicken, and then when it got almost done, I added just a titch of Mike's Hot Honey. I did. And y'all, that was the best chicken I've ever cooked in my life. So we had that, and I roasted perhaps some white potatoes. I am trying a new sweet potato. It's called a Puerto Rico, but it's spelled weird. Puerto Rico sweet potato. Y'all, it smells like a white potato, okay? But it is a sweet potato, promise you. But it has just a hint, a very little hint of pink in it. It's not a full-on white potato. It is just a very slight hint. And I will have to show you guys this potato. It's what the Mennonites had the last time I was out there. And I thought, I'm going to try that, you know. Hi, darling. Hi. I thought, I'm going to try that. And I'm glad I did. I got all my sweet potato starts from the Mennonite store, and I am growing. Hopefully they're growing out there. As many as I planted, I hope they're growing. I So, yeah. Me too, Patty, because it feeds a crowd. And it's good. And it's good protein. And I love them. Okay, we have pintos here quite often. Quite often. And I've got canned beans right up there. And And I'll open a can and put them in with our protein bowls for supper. Whether it be the white beans or pintos or black beans or refried beans, whatever the case may be. Yeah, they're up there. But here's the deal. I ain't liking what they're putting in them canned beans, okay? I am not. So I think what I'm gonna have to start doing is I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to start canning. I'm gonna have to start canning beans myself. That way I know what's in them, and ain't none of this stuff. So anyway. All right, guys, we are at an hour and 16 minutes. Aiden is on his way home, and I want to get him in, get him calmed down, and get that child to bed soon. Okay, we got a big morning tomorrow. There's a video coming out showing you guys what we invested in for the homestead. There'll be another video showing you guys how it works. Okay, love you guys. Mean it. So we'll see you all. Y'all see me tomorrow. Okay, I'll see y'all Sunday. I'll work on that Facebook group. Okay, be watching for that. Me too, Pippa. Me too. I do not do the bio crap, okay? And Walmart vegetables used to be real good about, well, I guess they didn't have to put that on their labels back then. So, it was probably in there all along, but, love you guys. Mean it. See y'all Sunday.